X amount of sales he got that week from directly following something Tommy Davidson.
Well, let's just say we'll oh, there I am. Man, I went last night and I got a Cabo Bowl from Blue Coast. And don't let me go back to Blue Coast. Let me tell you what's up with Blue Coast. Look at that. We got a new little thing up the van. Worked all week to come up with that little thing over there, I bet. You see that? Hey, if you like what Van put over there in the corner, let me know. Say that's cool. In the meantime, get on here and give me a like, a comment, and share the stream. Maybe somebody out there will appreciate something they hear today. Odinell, how are you, my friend? Everybody, I appreciate you getting on here. We're going to really talk about this show topic came up today because of me thinking about Tom Brady last night. How does a dude win 7 Super Bowls? How does a dude 43 years old win a Super Bowl? A quarter. How is that possible?
A ridiculous amount of drive and commitment. He's just so good.
Great. Well, I'm going to tell y'all this story. Do y'all know who Jesse Itzler is? I think that's his name. You ever heard of Spanx? Hey, my wife is on here. Everybody say hello to my wife in the comments and go shop with my wife and tell her I sent you. Have you been up there yet?
Not lately.
Well, you need to get up there. You definitely need to get up there or I'm going to get in trouble with her because I tell her everybody that comes here, I'm going to push them up there. Josh bought something. So, this Tom Brady dude. Hello.
Hi.
Hey. Just walk on by.
Yeah, you're fine.
Come on in. So this Jesse Itzler, he's married to the lady that owns started Spanx. Have you ever heard of Spanx? I'm sure you have. Well, Jesse owns part of the Atlanta Hawks, billionaire. So it's a very rich, very rich family household. They're rich, Josh. They're really rich. So Tom Brady and like 10 other guys went in on a horse, a racehorse. And it was a horse that they didn't have very high expectations for in the beginning. Okay? Well, this horse surprised them, and it started coming in second in some very hard races. The horse was beating out a lot of people to come in second over and over and over. Well, Jesse was proud of it, and he called up Tom Brady to tell him, man, we went to a big race, and he came in second again. And Jesse, they were really, really proud because they knew where this horse came from. They knew the horse had very low expectations. They get him, and they start helping with the training. So he tells Tom Brady that, and there's just a long pause. And Jesse's like, hello? And Tom Brady just said, man, that's terrible. Like pissed off. He was pissed off because the horse wasn't winning. And Tom Brady said, man, that's terrible. And the Jesse Itzler, billionaire, tried to defend it. Man, it's second. He came in second. Tom Brady said, man, that horse needs to learn how to win. He needs to know what it feels like to win. Pissed off over his horse. Underdogs come up to he's the number 2. So today's show topic is working to win. How many of you come in to work to get the day over? I used to be that guy. I used to come in, let's just get this day over so I can go home. Let me come in here and do this and get out of here. See, Tom Brady doesn't think like that. Congrats, Tom Brady. 5th, I forgot to add, 5th Super Bowl MVP. There's something this dude has that has been engineered to win. Last year about this time when the COVID was coming up, they wasn't letting people practice together. And y'all remember when Tom Brady got in a little bit of trouble because Tom Brady and these guys snuck into like a high school and they got scolded. Hey, Devin said something. I can't read all that. Josh, you're our best reader. Read it.
Devin said, I can't read. I'm not seeing where Devin said anything.
Well, never mind, Josh. You're slow. I got it from here.
One thing I noticed about
Van, I don't know if they can hear you, can they?
Yeah.
Can they?
Yeah. Just relay it to me and I'll say it.
You can hear me. One thing I noticed about Brady and the announcers were also showing how he was walking up to everyone and congratulating them. He's done it so many times and wanted all the other teammates to feel that good feeling too.
Mm-hmm.
Team player.
He is a team player, and he probably led the team by example. What do you think his work ethic looks like on normal days? Is it the same as other people? How do we know? Huh?
Look at what he's accomplished.
He's got 7 rings. He has to do this. He can't do this anymore. He's got to get over here on this hand. Is he the most gifted player in the league?
No, nowhere close.
Was he ever considered the most gifted guy?
No.
Do you know where he was drafted?
6th round.
Like
Almost last.
it's one of almost the last guys to be taken. You know why? Because all they could see was his external gifts. They couldn't see this thing he's got inside of him. Now, let me ask you this. The reason why we like Tom Brady is because there's something inside of us that we can see that we want to emulate. We want to be that guy. Do you follow me, Josh? Mm-hmm. Are you sure? Mm-hmm. But most of us get lost in wanting to be that guy in the celebratory moment. Do you know what that word means?
Celebratory?
Yeah.
No.
Is it real? I don't know. Is it? Is it?
It is.
He's making it. He's celebrating with his teammates, like Devin was saying, sitting there hugging them. He's done it 6 times already, but it was special to him. You know what was special?
Moved to a different team.
That. Why else was it special, huh?
He's old.
He's old.
Nobody thought he'd be able to do it.
They've been talking.
He's still proving people wrong.
Yeah.
That thing 20 some odd years ago, whenever he got drafted, he's still building his case by saying, I'm the greatest of all time. How many people messed up? He told the Patriots is the best thing they've ever done when they drafted him.
The day he drafted him. How they drafted
So here's how you can take a little bit of Tom Brady and put it in you. Today when you go to work, don't go into work to get things done. Go into work to win. Does that make sense to you, Lorema? Kinda. Do you watch sports? Did you watch the Super Bowl?
I watched the halftime.
Oh, was it good? Everybody said the halftime was terrible.
I thought it was really good.
Everybody said it was terrible.
I
Julie,
feel
Well, I
like
just
for
thought
it
it
to
was
be
really
a halftime, it could have been better.
if you watched the halftime, let me know. Did you think the halftime was good, by the way? I have no idea. But Lorema liked it.
Hey!
Hello.
I got the chills.
Did you watch it?
I thought it was terrible.
Okay. The
I
new
liked
girl.
the weekend, but I felt like it could have been better.
Okay, Van, did
It
you
was just
watch it?
confusing.
Yeah, I thought it was the worst.
Like, I didn't understand why they were all in bandages.
Did you
That's-
watch the
that's like
halftime, Hayden?
Nah, a little bit.
Music
I-
video.
What are you hearing everybody said about the halftime?
Well, I heard people that really didn't like it, and I heard people that liked it a lot. But I think it was just very different.
Well, they probably didn't have a lot to work with. So,
That was their way of masking up.
I feel like you have to know the weekend to understand it.
my wife said, was the Super Bowl on last night? She didn't know. David Estes heard the halftime was satanic. Did you watch halftime last night?
A little bit of it.
What did you think about it?
That was stupid.
Thought it was stupid?
Yeah. I like the weekend, but
I like the weekend. Not literally the weekend, but I like that guy he had. But I wasn't paying attention. I was watching something else. I was watching an interview while it was going on. But when you come into work, what is your focus, Drew?
my focus
Yep.
get as much done as possible to call or get in touch with as many people to.
Well, I want your focus to shift.
What do you want?
I want you to focus on coming in here and winning. That needs to be your focus. I'm going to get a win today. What would a win look like today for you?
Contract.
Contract. Do you have anybody that might even have? Do you have somebody that could perhaps get you a contract?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, what else could you be working on?
New leads.
See, we need a scoreboard. We need something that measures. What are you smiling at?
Trying to get a habit of smiling.
Well, it looks silly on you. Change that smile
Hey,
to a more genuine smile. Okay. But how could you come in and win today, Josh?
My big target is I got some new leads I'm trying to get in face to face with.
See, don't just focus about the calls. Let's focus on winning something. Let's take it up a notch.
I want to
And
meet people.
you what?
I want to meet with these people.
My wife, you like those scoreboards, don't you? I'm a scoreboard guy. That's how you improve. What do I tell everybody around here? The way you improve is by taking personal responsibility, accepting it, and then you move from there. And I didn't really understand this until we got into, is it accounting? What are we into now, Van?
What's that? What do you mean?
These numbers,
Oh, we're measuring metrics.
metrics. Do you have metrics? What are your metrics? Some people just go to work. What's your metric, Josh?
I want to talk to 15 people a day while I make my call.
Well, let me ask you this. What if you're at 12 and it's 5 o'clock? Are you going to win? Are you going to just...
I'm going to talk to 3 people that I know want to talk to.
See, that's what Tom Brady does. He focuses on winning. He doesn't focus on coming into work and working hard. He focuses on winning. There's a difference between winning and working hard. Do you agree with that?
Yep.
You could come in here and how many people in the NFL probably aren't working hard?
Few.
Do you think?
I think most of them are working hard.
I do
Ain't
too.
working as hard as Tom.
No. There's a difference there. There's a difference. I think most of them are all working
You
hard.
got to work hard to get in the NFL.
They are. That's exactly right.
Kicker.
That's everybody is working hard at that level, but there's some little bitty things that separates them, and it ain't work ethic. I don't think. I don't know how many people get out. I mean, some might, but for the most, think about this. Every day they're competing for their job, for their life, for their lifestyle. They are starving to make it. But there's somebody that has won 7 Super Bowls, there's just a little bit different recipe that he has. And I really think what makes him different is he's working to win. Whenever he steps out on that field, he's not coming to the game last night to work. He was coming in there to win. And I think he just finds a way to win every single day. He puts attention on winning. Have I told y'all about who gets here first? Have we ever talked about that?
A few times.
A lot of times or a few times. What do I say about getting here first?
Way do most things the way you do.
Indicator of other things.
There is something that happens to people that win. Do you think if we were to go to a casino and we brought Tom Brady along with us, would he win or would he walk out of there a loser?
He'd win. He'd find a way.
He just win, man. Learn how to win. I think that's something that we don't pay attention to. I think we pay attention to maybe getting things done. I think we pay attention to coming in and putting our time. But I don't know if people are focusing on winning at everything they do. Everything you do, you should have a metric, says Van, a metric that measures, did you win? How do you know if you won today? Josh says he wants to talk to 15 people today. If you're really committed to that win, you will find a way. You will come up with some creative way to talk to 15 people. What we really need to start doing is Clubhouse or whatever that thing is called. I did it a couple times last week with Eric. People jump on there. Hey, they think I'm brilliant. I don't know why, because obviously they're new in the self-improvement game maybe. But I mean, I probably talked to 15 or 20 people last week on there. See, we got to find more ways to creatively talk to people, more ways to win. It ain't just one way you can win, is it?
No.
Chris Odenell, I love scoreboards, gives me something to chase. Around here, what we call that, Chris, is I believe everybody needs a target. You got to have targets. Drives my wife crazy. What time are we going to eat? Like, if it's dinner time, I come in, hey, what time do you think we'll be eating? Would that make you mad? What would that see as? What is that telling you?
You got a story.
You got a little story. You got this story. What is that telling you? Is it telling you I'm rushing you?
Yeah.
Is that what you're hearing?
I'll go
Usually.
back to pass.
Well, that ain't what I'm doing, though. I'm not rushing you. I'm asking so I can go hit a target. Does that make sense? Hey, what time are we going to do this? What time are we going to... Now, whenever we're leaving the hotel room yesterday, I was ready to hit a target. We had to be there at 10 o'clock to eat breakfast, but I want to get there early just in case there's a problem. But see, no, you create unnecessary pressure with your timelines. That's what she's saying about me. You take that, Van, do I give a lot of pressure to you?
Kind of, I mean, in a way.
Do I give a lot of pressure to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
See, Van ain't a good salesperson. He'll be like, hell yeah, you do. Mr. Medium Man. Do I give you pressure?
Hell yeah.
Do I give you pressure?
Yes.
Well, hey, it's about to pick up a notch because we got to start winning. It gives me anxiety. It gives my wife anxiety. I guess the way I could clarify that is like, hey, I'd like to know what time you'd like to eat because I'm going to go in here and I'm going to do a little bit of this. Maybe it's poor communication on my side.
I struggle with that.
Yeah, I need to make it clear to her why I'm asking. Hey, here's what I'd like to do because that information, it may reduce her anxiety.
Hey, gotta drop a guard.
Hey, let's give Hayden a hand, man. He stayed at the house, took care of the dog. Man, he did good. Went out there and cleaned up Lucky's mess. Probably took you a while, didn't it?
A lot longer than I expected.
Yeah.
What happened?
Huh?
So
Nothing happened, man. I feel fully redeemed. It was only one night.
he did a great job. He did a. My wife, see, whenever we go on these road trips, I've got targets of when I'd like to be there. So if we're going to Atlanta, I want to be there within 3 hours. If we're driving to the beach at the end of the month, I want to be there within 7 hours. I've got these targets, okay? And whenever we're driving down the road, my wife, before we leave, she may not even go to the bathroom, but she'll drink all that coffee. What do you think she's got to do, Josh?
Go to the bathroom.
See, I've got these little things like, here's where we need to get to. And it ain't she's like, you won't even let me stop to go to the bathroom on a road trip. She gets mad about it. I got to go too. But I'm trying to get us there. I know. Hey, nobody's perfect. This is just an example of how I'm not perfect. Thanks, Hayden McKee. You're the real MVP. Congrats. Thanks.
Thanks.
You didn't put the sheets back on the bed, but hey, you did the best you could.
Don't worry.
You did. Now you're making things up to make your case look more desirable. What are you talking about? My target, or whenever I come in, I would like to know what time we're having dinner so I can go in there and get something knocked out. I don't know which one she's talking about, but well, here's what I want us to focus on. Pay attention if I'm winning or if I'm just getting things done. Because last night, 2 teams went to work, and they both worked hard. But one person walked out a winner. One team walked out a winner.
Yeah, because I believe, no doubt in my mind, Mahomes is working as hard as Brady is, but Brady's just doing something different. He's doing something different than
He
anybody
has a
else.
better skill set.
No, I
No,
think
he
it's a
doesn't.
mind thing.
He doesn't have a better
I feel
skill
like
set.
his skill set on mastering the game is better.
No, I think it's a mental thing.
Did you see some of the throws?
Mahomes is maybe the most
No,
unreal quarterback I've ever seen, but it's a mind thing. It's a mental thing. It's the way he approaches every single day.
Brady could not do what Mahomes was doing.
No, there's no way he could do that. But Weatherman talks about this. Whenever you ask Weatherman who's going to win, if y'all go play golf, if we go do anything, he's never going to say anybody other than himself. He's always going to predict he will win. He's always going to say that. He believes that. Even if he's never done it, well, I'm going to win. A lot of people just don't have that belief. They can't force themselves to believe in an outcome that's unknown. Have a great day. Focus today on winning instead of showing up. Let's win.